That's great.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. All right. What's up, man? Awesome. So we are live with Mrs. Longoria here. Boom. Yep. So let's see here if we're going. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Okay. So can you just share, ma'am, a little bit about your background, with like homeschooling and classical conversations, and then also directing?
Absolutely. My name is Brandie Longoria. I'm the Challenge A Director for West Cobb County Community in Georgia, in Cobb County, Georgia. And I have been homeschooling my children. I have 4 of them. My oldest one is actually graduating from Challenge 4 in a couple of weeks. And I have been homeschooling since even before my oldest was born. We lived in California, and we knew that we were going to homeschool out there because the school system wasn't a very good school system. So when we moved out to Georgia, it was just a natural extension of what we wanted to do. And we found classical conversations. We have just completed our 5th year with classical conversations. I have served as a foundations tutor and essentials tutor for all 4 of those years. So I kind of just dove in, both feet, didn't know a thing. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no grammar background. I had no English grammar background. I was completely clueless. And so I did that for 4 years, and now I graduated into the Challenge program, and I am directing Challenge and having a blast. So your question to me is, how did foundations prepare me to be a director? And I would include essentials in that as well, since essentials has been such a big part of my experience with classical conversations. The first and biggest impact that foundations and essentials has had on me and led me to become a director was in confidence. As far as I had no, like I said, I had no English grammar background. Really didn't understand what I was doing, but I learned along the way. And essentials and foundations taught me that I didn't have to know everything. I didn't have to be a subject expert. I couldn't be a subject expert. Many of the parents in the room with me were more of an expert than I was. And so it was a little humbling, but it was a good experience because it taught me that I didn't have to know everything there was to know on the subject, nor did I even have to teach the students per se. That my job was, as a foundations and essentials tutor, my job was a drill instructor and to model the program for the parents and to encourage and equip the parents to show them that not only that they could do this at home, but how to do it at home. So as I moved on and graduated into the Challenge program, into Challenge A Director position, it was a very natural progression for me. I was ready to take a little bit more responsibility on as a director and a little bit more ownership myself going into the Challenge A program with my own education, or I call it my re-education, redeeming my education, and to embrace going on a journey with these parents and with these students. Again, I still don't see myself as a subject expert. Oftentimes my students in class will play stump the tutor and will often know more than I do on a subject. And that's not my job. My job is to lead deep discussions and to see these Pentecost moments with these students, to find the aha moments, especially in the Challenge A program. It is thrilling to see these moments with these kids when they get it and they understand, and it brings them to a deeper level of understanding connections of God's beauty and virtue and goodness. And it is absolutely thrilling. So I would say that would be my primary help in foundations and essentials, to give me the confidence to know that it's similar to parenting. You don't know what you're doing before you become a parent. You have no clue. Even if you research, you have no idea. And you're not expected to know before you have a child. You aren't expected to know how to parent a teenager when you have a newborn. You grow into your role as a parent, and you grow into your role as a director. So really, it hasn't been any different. It's just been an extension of our homeschooling journey. It's been an extension of who I am as a person. And just an extension of my redeeming my education and just walking along and making friends as I go.
That is awesome, man. That is great, Skinny. Wow, I love that. That's such a great analogy. You know, the analogy of being a parent, and you know, we don't know how to be a parent before we're a parent, and so we learn as we go. That's such a great analogy.
Awesome.
Man, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and experience and your passion, your love of homeschooling, your love of learning. And I just totally appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Have a super day, man.
All right, you too. Thanks.